there's other screenshots where at the end of it you can see him say shit like find a boy your age. Well, that's like something he remembers, but one of it's like I hope you find a boy in your school or whatever, blah blah blah. So that's like him.
That throws me. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry.
I'm not asking you to like everything. I'm not saying it's comfortable.
If I knowingly sexted somebody and like ended the conversation when I hope you find a boy your age, holy shit, dude, fuck. I'm sorry. This is so hard for me, dude. I don't know. Maybe like everybody else is just cool with this, and this is like totally normal for everybody. I don't know why people are using it, but fuck, dude, that's so weird.
It's because you don't consider the moral argument.
And yeah, fuck the moral argument, dude. Fuck pedos. And I don't think he's a pedo, but it sounds like pedo shit when you say it like that. When you describe it as he had a smorgasbord of children and brought in a fucking bunch of kids for his community, I'm not thinking like, oh, thank God he didn't molest them. I'm thinking that's kind of weird that he had a bunch of kids around him.
All I'm saying is that his worst perceived crime is asking for the ice cube shit.
I'm saying that's pretty fucking bad, dude. Well, wait, it doesn't exist.
You can't confirm nor deny it.
Wait, hold on. You said now it doesn't exist, and you said I'm not saying it didn't happen.
I'm saying the pictures don't exist.
That's kind of slippery. Yeah, but
you're literally trying to catch me on fucking anything right now because you're a demon.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting canceled next week, so that should be fun.
What, over Emma?
No, I think that the tech stuff is gonna come to a head next week, and we can get through that.
Oh, technicals, dude. Oh my god, dude. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, dude. I uploaded a video in a week, and this guy's literally been like fucking holding a video over everybody's head since November. But I think it's finally
such
over.
Pussy shit, man. The holidays, dude. Okay, this feels weird, but I haven't had. Like, technicals is like a punching bag for me. Like, I love shitting on him. Like, you guys want to see Alabama Edwin? Bring up technicals. I will fucking shit on him all day. Oh my god, I just have so much fun.
Do you want to do predictions before we go? Like, what it's gonna be next week?
What?
All right. So I predict that his video is going to probably be oriented around me and Augie and everything we've ever said ever. And he's probably gonna bring up some stuff from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. What he's gonna do is he's gonna go like, okay, you have a problem with Zero, so how come when it came to fucking I don't know, who are some fun? How come when it came to Lion Maker, this is what you said? How come when it came to Kiwis, this is what you said? How come when it came to Zaptai, this is what you said? How come when it came to, and it's just he's gonna go through like, how come when it came to Carson, this is what you said? And he's gonna take me through like every single take I've ever had about entirely extremely complex niche drama scenarios and try to minimize them to like the basic frameworks of like the most basic form of the possible thing.
I'm guess so.
Assuming that's the angle he's going to take on it. So then I'm probably going to have to like, I guarantee I'll probably have to like own one or two things. I guarantee he'll make like one or two good points throughout that length of the whole video.
All right.
But he's going to probably try to be like, well, if you disavow Zero, you have to disavow Zaptai, and that's just not a take. That doesn't make any sense. And I think if he does do that, he'll get clapped. So.
You know, it's just his ego is so laughable. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's the difference between me and him. If he comes out and he's like, well, Nick, you got this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, I'm going to turn around and just go, yeah, you know what? You're probably right. I did get that wrong. Like, he did that beforehand. He's like, Nick, you fucked up the ages in the Zaptai story. Zaptai was, you said he was 19 instead of fucking 20. And I made a mistake thinking that they were dating before he had turned, like, before his birthday hit. Yeah, I made that mistake. I own that immediately. It doesn't really change my argument in any capacity, but I was able to concede that point pretty easily, right? I don't think that Technicals has the capacity to concede a point. I think that Technicals,
because that's how you.
And that's part of my problem with him. I think like my critique of Technicals was pretty fair. He made like a lot of excuses, especially in the debate conversation and partially in the video, for somebody I would say is objectively bad, a bad person. And that was my critique of him. It wasn't like the reason why I think Technicals should never be like trusted again, or I hate that term, but like the reason why I don't think Technicals is like redeemable to me and why I would never interact with him personally again is all the stuff that came after that. the way that he treated everybody after.
Yeah.
The way that he like, again, he kind of looks at friendships in a way that's like super expendable. It's like and he's mad like the way that we handled it, dude. The funny thing is like he was so supportive of Cordwit for such a long time.
Yeah.
And then he just like completely like shat on him there.
That John Swan video is
he brags about John Swan. He defended John Swan every step. And then all of a sudden he's just like, yeah, this guy fucking lied to Dream. What a loser, right? Like something in his head clicked and he just now doesn't like you. He just seems extremely fake that way. Whereas I think everyone kind of knows what they get from me. Like I'm pretty sure I don't openly telegraph something and then give you a different reaction. I'm pretty sure like
you're
know
consistent.
not to bring me bullshit, right?
Like people can try to like build up a narrative that we eat each other, or not. I guess not me included technically, but like people's criticism like they eat each other alive or whatever. They they eat their own. But it's like, I mean, no. If you want to exclude the context, maybe you could say that. But I don't know.
It's going to be a lot of context manipulation. That's what's going to be a thing.
Right.
It's going to be a lot of like, and again, like one of the things that I've been trying to do is not talk about technicals. I mean, I have talked about technicals, but I've tried not to talk about like intrinsic details, as much as I could, because I know that technicals has been sitting here for 2 months.
What's an
like
intrinsic detail?
Like, I'm not trying to talk about like anything that he could take and be like, well, Nick, you said such and such on this date, and then on this date you said this, but it was slightly different here, and then you said, you know what I mean? It's like this guy plays the long game. That's why his videos are so good. So like I don't want to give him that. I don't want to like catch myself making like a misstatement or something like that. So I've just tried to like avoid it, and then I'll talk about it more after his video's out there, and I feel like I can present my case.
Yeah. And any chat doesn't know, someone said y'all got me looking at his YouTubers. Basically, this guy, and if you're interested, okay, you can watch. I still have a live stream. I think it's like 4 or 5 hours, but I did a live stream reacting. I give a lot of context to technicals debating Augie, because I was like, all right, let's fucking make this an event. But basically, this YouTuber redeemed a Super Smash Bros. Professional player that essentially sexted, like, requested.
No, not essentially. That sexted.
Yeah.
Even if the Ice Cube part isn't true, he sexted that girl.
Pictures from a 14-year-old girl. Yeah, and
well, hold on. Let me just clarify. There were no pictures exchanged. He solicited. That's
solicited
he
that.
solicited pictures from a 14-year-old girl. She did not send them, but that's
at least I'm stuttering enough where if you clip it, you look dumb. I'm kidding. But yeah.
And while he currently, I don't think he neither confirms nor denies that currently. I'm pretty sure that's like what people seem to think right now.
Exactly.
Initially, I thought he denied it, but apparently now it's a non-answer.
He's never denied it. It's literally in the lawsuit, undenied. It's great. I love that. But yeah.
But like, he confessed previously and has rescinded that confession, saying,
exactly. He sabotaged himself. But yeah, basically, he defended him, and he says, "I did condemn the guy," but it's like, no, I'm sorry, you can't say you condemn someone that you're actively involved in a lawsuit for redemption, and you refuse to like say like anything beyond "I condemn him." You know, like that's not how you roll with me. You know what I mean? But anyways, yeah, and personally, for me, like. I'm still curious. I'm playing with the idea of making a video on the lawsuit, but you guys know how fucking slow I work on my Edwins channel. But
yeah, I can never prove this, but like this guy, we were talking. Like, here's the deal. Like, I've seen fucking. I was talking to him because I helped him with the Sky video, and when we get into a fight, he's like, "Nick, I only gave you the fucking crumbs of the Sky video because I never would have trusted you to do something." I'm like, that's such a stupid. If you thought that I wasn't like good enough to have in the video at all, why would you put me in your channel on one of your biggest videos? It doesn't make any sense. Like, he just tries to like twist a knife just to make, I don't know, just to make you feel bad or something.
Right,
it never really makes sense. Yeah, dude, this guy in private, again, like, I can never prove this. This guy in private's like told me like, oh man, yeah, the zap tie situation. I guess he never watched the video, or if I'm being charitable, he never watched the video. But he knew who zap tie was for like a year. He told me that like, yeah, dude, your Zaptai stuff is really awesome and stuff like that. And now like all of a sudden, once we have a disagreement, he like, again, he like takes like one of the few things that I'm genuinely proud of in my like online career, like the one video that wasn't toxic, the one video where I think I genuinely did something good for a good person. and like that has to be the center of attention, because he can't, because again, like I do think this is personal. I think he's upset that Connor tweeted out
Very
about
personal.
his fucking brother and stuff like that, and brought the brother discourse back, and his brother had to face consequences.
And this is all he's got.
Of him being a public figure who got canceled previously, and whatever. You could say that's beneficial or not, whatever. But like I see this, I see using Ed as an avenue to attack me as extremely cowardly.
Oh yeah, so cowardly. Cause
like, do you think you're not going to be able to, like, I don't know, like he poked one hole through my video so far. Maybe there's others, none of which are going to make Zaptai look any better or worse in any capacity. Do you think that like invalidating Zaptai's return
or refute any
to, like,
of the points regarding Zero?
Yeah, but yeah, so all it does is dodge Zero. Like, he uses Nairo to dodge Zero extraordinarily well.
Exactly.
He completely changed the conversation. People left Zero alone because of that, for the most part, except for us, which restarted the conversation. But like, I don't see this as an argument to be made in, like, to actually compare it. I think that Technicals quite literally just wants to, like, hurt Bigby just to hurt me. Because he knows I care about him. And I think that's the way that it's been done. And that's why I personally hate the guy.
Whoa, damn, all right.
No, that's why I hate him. I hate him because I don't think he actually thinks any of the stuff he's saying. I think he's just trying to twist the knife because he knows that, like, this matters to me.
Damn. Yeah. Well, what bothers me about him is so much like his shitty just personality, you know? Like, I literally saw the change, you know, because right after we did the initial reaction to his first video, I felt like a lot of things were, the way he was hitting things, really off. Like, I rewatched the video after, because I came in late, okay, and I didn't know what was going on, but afterwards I rewatched some of it. I was like, wait, this Craigslist thing doesn't sit right. So I tweeted Augie. He wasn't even tagged, but he replied to my tweet, and he's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, like, he kind of like was saying that he saw my point, kind of thing, you know. So he was peaceful, but like when he's aggro, like, he's like kind of a different person, because when I was in that call, he's like,
he hates Leffen and Jisoo so much he will go to any lengths to fucking damage them, even if that means stomping people down like me, stomping people down like John, stomping down. We just stepped in the middle of this guy's moral crusade, and I think that he's made bad arguments.
See, and that's the thing.
I think you're right about the Craigslist thing. It sounds stupid as fuck. And again, even if it's true, who fucking cares?
It was such a minor point.
Who gives a fuck, dude? If Zero opened up fucking hentai on a big screen in a house and like a minor walked in and saw it, obviously that's not Zero's fucking intent, dude. That point sucks, okay?
Yeah.
So like, I mean, like, his argument for it just sounds weird. It's like, well, Craigslist didn't allow porn. Well, yeah, YouTube doesn't allow porn either, but you can open a fucking...
Right. Oh my god, exactly.
Yoga right now, right? Like, what are you talking about?
So, yeah, just okay, and I feel like I have to give the chat context, because not everybody follows along with this whole thing, but yeah, basically, one of the allegations from the girl, Jisoo, was regarding, like, Zero, the guy that exchanged, or not, well, was sexting the young girl, Fan. At one point, he was, like, putting sex ads from Craigslist on the big screen, and the girl saw it. She's like, what the fuck? And then he's like, it wasn't possible. And he was being so snide about it. I was like, oh, this is rubbing me the wrong way, right? But, like, beyond that, just his attitude towards people, like the way he like condescends and talks down, is like so fucking cringe. Like when he fucking quote tweeted me, and if you look at the quote tweet, Nick, because you said like I came off annoying. It's literally one DM and 2 tweets, but he made it seem like I tweeted him a lot when it was literally a tweet reaction to his debate with Augie, but I didn't tag him. So it's like you're making it seem like I'm like, oh, the annoying ex-wife, when literally it was just 2 tweets.
Meanwhile, like a tweet later, he's like, "Why won't anyone have like a conversation?"
Exactly, and then later on, he's like, "Oh, they could have verified information with me, motherfucker. That's what I'm trying to do." But all right, I guess.
Yeah, we could have verified information with. By the way, do you know that after his debate with Augie, I tried to, because when he announced he's making a video, and my chest sank. I'm like, he's gonna go after Zaptai. I can tell you privately in all of our conversations, I prepped everybody for this. And Augie had like some sort of an idea that like he was going to immediately try to use Big D in some capacity for that conversation and like in a future video and stuff like that. I knew it was coming, right? So I tried to give this guy a call to talk to him, after, because now I'm like, all right, this is gonna get dragged on, right? So he faked connection issues and then leaked our DMs to make it look like I was desperate to talk to him. That's the kind of scumbag we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
So literally, dude, I literally was gonna start off the call and be like, all right, guys, so we're doing this, dude. We're really doing this. All right, buddy. And we're gonna have a.
So you did connect with him on a call. You did connect.
What?
You did
yeah. So I connected for a second. I heard people in the background, and he was telling me he was having connection issues.
Oh, okay. Because
he
obviously
called me once or twice to make the screenshot look worse.
Oh my god.
And yeah,
from my
it's just
perspective,
like he does that to me. But here's the thing, dude. I knew about the brother shit. I was gonna bring that up to him in that call.
okay.
I think I brought up. I might have already either DM'd Sky or I was about to DM Sky the next day or something, because I asked Sky Williams about it. I asked for his opinion on it before we went public, and then after like nobody would respond to me, I just started talking about like the group chat.
Okay.
What is
See,
it? Like
from my
and
perspective,
stuff like that on a stream with Keemstar.
See, and he sold it well, because from my perspective, in someone spectating, I didn't really not added him at all at this point. I had seen how you guys viciously went after each other, and I was like, okay, so that's fucking broken off. And then that's what made him, like, helped him make you look desperate, because like after all the beef, he's like, haha, look at this desperate asshole.
Dude, this guy was literally crying that I leaked his DM the day before, when my DM literally says I'm sending it to Flamenco. Like, the first sentence of the DM was that I was going to send it to somebody.
He's literally, wow, you're sharing DMs. Yeah, he's saying you're sharing DMs, and he literally shares my DM, which just says, hey man, you want to talk? Like a nice, just one singular DM, just being like...
He literally leaks like everybody's fucking DMs.
So it's like, bro, you have no fucking... He's got no like
he also did it to Cordwit. He's like, will you DM me real quick about Zaptai or something, talking about Cordwit's DMs. He leaked your DMs, he leaked my DMs, he fucking talked about Cordwit's DMs. It's just like, this guy cried that I fucking leaked somebody's DMs, and he treated everybody else like shit the entire fucking time.
And
like,
that's why I don't like the guy, because he's got no consistency, and he's a major fucking pussy. Oh, I love saying that. Sorry guys, I don't say that about a lot of people, but this dude is a major fucking pussy. Oh, I would love for someone to like just play devil's advocate for him. All right, no, I gotta get off live, guys. But anyways, no, I like just say how it is. Like, it's so easy to just condemn the friend. I'm pretty sure he said he was friends with them, because someone in chat was confused, but I'm pretty sure he has said that. He's going to think about what he's done now. Annoying.
Last things last, I think I'll have to concede some stuff. I don't know what it's going to be, but you know what? Happy to do it. Happy to concede stuff when I'm wrong on stories and stuff like that. Probably be a bit of momentum. I'll probably have a bunch of like smash tards invading my Creep Show Art comment section, which is fine. I don't really care.
Well, hey, the plus side is, even if you were to buy Russian Boss, they can't see the dislike counter no more.
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh my god.
It was weird seeing like an actual dislike bar today. Like actually like normal numbers.
Chesluck says, we should be more like Zero if you want to be his friend. I don't know about that one. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, guys, thanks for listening to this rant.
If you guys see my boy Big B, give him some love, because he's going to be going through the ringer this week.
We'll see. Yeah, well, we'll see. Hey, the chat was very supportive of him. He was in here earlier for a while. Mr. Nobody, thank you for the 55 nokes. Keep the good work.
He's going to take this a lot harder than me.
We're going to kick ass. Hey, Big B's got support, you know? I think... I don't know what the point would be to like continue dragging something up like that. It's like, cool, what are you trying to prove, bro? You know? Anyways.
I'll concede a bajillion points. I was not wrong about Big B. The guy is fucking sick.
Anyone that just came in late, if you're curious, I know I obviously don't change the title as I go. I mean, sometimes I do, but I didn't remember to. If you clicked in for Creepshow Art, you can easily rewind. You know, we didn't talk about her the entire time, but pretty good chunk. So,
any plans for a tech response video? Not particularly. I don't really care what he has to say. If I feel like I have to respond, like I'm put in a position where like people are mad at me, well, you'll obviously get a response. It's probably gonna stay off my main channel. I don't care enough to do a fully edited video response. A medium like this on Twitch with maybe like a pre-written statement with some screenshots probably should suffice. I expect to handle it like that if it's decent enough to even address. I did a prediction stream about what I think the tech video is going to be, and I just think it's going to be a lot of like minimizing everything as much as possible to try to make some really fucking surface level comparisons to stories that are extremely intricate. If I had to guess, I'm sure we'll jump into every pedophile or rape allegation that's ever happened on the history of YouTube and nickel and dime on which is what. I'm sure a lot of it's not even going to be centric to me. I'm sure he's going to talk about a ton of other people because he's kind of put in a position where he has to, and I get that. And I'm sure it's going to be like some big like Nick's inconsistent vibe, when my biggest problem is that I think he's making excuses for a really disgusting person. So to be honest, if he thinks I'm inconsistent, good. I don't really care. If he thinks that like our community is cringy, good. You like really fucked over my friend, so we're not planning on having you back. If you think that we're inconsistent, don't work with us. We're not going to take that personally because we're not going to work with you. So that's okay. And I think like, hey, listen, if he gets me on anything honest, my response is going to just be to honestly respond, concede on points where it's correct, and not back down on points where I'm doing nothing wrong. I've never had a problem conceding on anything like that before. I was the first one to tell you that we fucked up the Ian Miles Chung situation pretty badly. I was also the person who exposed my friend John Swan when it turned out that he wasn't being legitimate, and I realized that I had made a terrible mistake and made a whole video defending the guilty party. Yeah, dude, listen, if I have to make any concessions, I'll be the one to do it. I don't have any problem with it. I think that he's not the kind of guy who's going to do that, and I think that's going to show long term. I think this is very personal. I don't think he actually has a problem with Big B or my really most of my coverage with Big B. I mean, he's told me in private, I can't prove this, he's told me in private he liked the videos before. I mean, I introduced this guy to him. I mean, like, it's just, you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know, dude, you never had a problem with him before. I think this is to hurt me by going through people I care about, because he feels hurt about people he cares about, and he feels like we've encroached on his territory. Sure, dude, that's fine. I'm not really too bothered. I feel kind of worse for people who are being thrown into this for no reason. But again, I don't know. His brother got brought up, so I understand. I just wish he didn't target people. I don't. Big B didn't do anything wrong, so he didn't do anything to you. So yeah, that's why I won't ever be cool with him again.